You radiate a unique energy that the world struggles to comprehend. The power you carry is profound, so much so that it shakes systems that have quietly slumbered for generations. This isn't by accident. It is your destiny calling you to awaken fully to your purpose. All eyes are on you because you are not an ordinary being. You possess a potential so extraordinary that it can break chains and transcend boundaries. They sense this power within you and are beginning to take notice. Why? Because when a sleeping giant awakens, the balance of everything around it is inevitably disrupted. Your growing awareness is their deepest fear. They understand that your enlightenment can dismantle their carefully crafted illusions. But remember, this is only the start of your journey. The light within you is destined to pierce through the thickest darkness. The time for retreating into the shadows has passed. Now is the moment to answer the call of your destiny with courage and conviction. A silent battle is unfolding across the earth. The rules of this game are written by those who hide in the shadows, fearing the liberation of awakened minds. They weave intricate nets to limit freedom, yet there are those among us who untie the knots and even break the ropes entirely. These individuals are extraordinary. They do not blend in with the ordinary crowd or walk on the paths laid out for them. They are recognized because they see what others cannot and hear the truth that echoes in silence. It is not your words, actions, or steps that threaten them. It is your boundless potential. That is why their gaze remains fixed on you. They understand a profound truth. One awakened individual has the power to break 1,000 chains. No matter how elaborate their systems may seem, their foundations are as fragile as a glass lantern, shatterable by a single well-placed question. What they seek to control is not just your behavior, but the vast potential of your mind. Expanding consciousness weakens the chains they rely upon to maintain control. Their surveillance is not a sign of power. It is a confession of their fear. Like a tiny spark capable of igniting an unstoppable wildfire, your awareness is a force that unsettles their plans. Every thought, question, or unexpected action disrupts their carefully laid foundations. When light begins to seep into their darkness, what is hidden becomes revealed. This revelation is their greatest fear, that the impenetrable walls they've built are nothing more than illusions. When one person awakens to this truth, they ignite a flame that can light the path for millions. Their concern lies not in what you have done, but in what you are capable of doing. Just as a seed carries the potential to grow into a towering tree, your latent power can reshape the world. The very fact that they watch you is the strongest proof of your exceptional nature. Systems always monitor those who dare to break their rules, because these rule breakers are the ones who ultimately dismantle the game.
There are many things that are known to officials in power that are being exposed, and that's what they're trying to slow down, because it combats their position of power. It combats their control. You combat their control. You combat their position of power. This is why this is relevant, because this goes far beyond just your karmic familial unit. Like, you have officials that don't like what the fuck you have prophesized and what you know, and the fact that nothing is working on you. This has been an attempt for years to slow down your awakening and all those connected to your energy, because of what is being revealed with the alchemization of lower vibration, and how many beings, how much is surfacing with how much light is being brought through, how much darkness is surfacing and being revealed with how much light is being brought through. Combat light workers in the lead, shift them to a darker state of experiencing this reality, so it would shift the waves behind them, and then stop the awakening of those that were starting to, or slow it down, so they would be able to find new ways to enslave them. You are a warrior, a judge. You're a judge, a warring angel incarnate, and a judge of this realm. So it's something about the enslavement of humanity and why there was so much energy directed towards you, and what you have to do with the souls that you were saving and leading. So while your adversaries thought that something was taking an effect on you, while they thought that something was tearing you down, slowing you down, burning you out, tiring you out, you were in hermit mode alchemizing it. But not just for yourself, for this realm. You're a pillar of light coding. And this light coding, with the energy directed towards you that you were alchemizing, is opening a bigger portal above your head, but also below your feet. But it's like this portal of light is flowing through you, this pillar that you are. What is coming through the ethers is flowing through you into this realm. Something you prophesized, individuals are seeing you as the new Messiah, is coming true now. Something you prophesized 2 years ago. And it's because it's the wrap up of old cycles. Something that you prophesized 2 to 4 years ago is happening now, where individuals laughed at you. God got the last laugh because these were warnings. And it's something about what you prophesized to a karmic familial unit, a karmic X, and the world. Like, it's something you stated was going to happen that is coming true now. And you were laughed at, you were mocked, you were called a false prophet, or you were looked at as like crazy. They're not laughing anymore. They're not mocking you anymore.
No one senses a breeze before the wind changes direction, but those who are aware can recognize the storm before it arrives. And once that awareness is awakened, nothing can ever return to its previous state. Being a force that transcends the boundaries of the system is like a silent wave moving beneath the surface. In a world consumed by mediocrity, your existence is an unplanned, uncalculated anomaly that disrupts the balance. Your awareness is a vibration that no algorithm can measure. Like the first rumble of a distant storm, your consciousness echoes powerfully, unstoppable in its reach. Their systems depend on conformity, on everyone moving in a predetermined rhythm. What they call power stems from their ability to control and predict. Yet, your awakened mind is like a tree rooting itself beneath layers of concrete. It cracks the surface, piercing through every carefully established rule. Your questions carry a sharpness that cuts through the mundane, unraveling the carefully woven fabric of their plans. Those who fear you do so because they do not understand you. Their attempts to contain you are futile, as every effort to suppress your light only amplifies its brilliance. Your awareness shines through like a ray of sunlight piercing the darkest corners. Their technology, algorithms, and systems are designed to measure the predictable, the ordinary. You, however, exist beyond their understanding. Their inability to control you only highlights their vulnerability. What they cannot accept is the limitless nature of the human spirit. They fear a mind that questions, a soul that refuses to conform. No matter how tightly woven their web of control, it only takes a small tear to unravel it all. Your potential represents a shift that threatens to upend their fragile balance. Every calculated move they make to suppress you exposes their own weaknesses. The traps they set only become stepping stones for your growth. They cannot comprehend that your very existence is a harbinger of transformation, an unstoppable wave that will eventually wash away the illusions they've built. Their plans, no matter how intricate, are built on shaky foundations. Each challenge they throw your way becomes a testament to your strength. Every obstacle they place in your path only sharpens your awareness. They may try to suppress the awakening of consciousness, but once it begins, it cannot be stopped. Your awareness is a spark that ignites change, a force that disrupts the status quo. Their fear is not of you as an individual, but of what your awakened presence represents. The systems they have established, based on control and fear, are crumbling under the weight of their own flaws.
You have infiltrated energetically certain fields, and they're feeling God's wrath through their experience with what they did to you. Justice is coming through for you, but it's because of the way nothing impacted you. Everybody was holding their breath to see what you would do with what was directed at you, and you only became stronger. Exactly, they are fighting God, not us, but God has ordained us to build a divine army. As a chosen galactic golden child, you are the sergeant to this shit.
This is your time to rise. Your existence is proof that their plans are not infallible. Embrace your power, for it is the key to unlocking the freedom of countless others. You were born to disrupt, to awaken, and to lead. Never forget, the light within you is unstoppable. The intricate network they have woven, designed to manipulate and control, begins to crumble under the weight of its own contradictions. Every move they make to tighten their grip only serves to highlight the fragility of their structure. The strings they use to control others are starting to fray, revealing their inherent weakness. Your consciousness, like a ripple in still water, has the potential to unsettle even the deepest foundations of their plans. They fear this ripple, for they know that even a small disturbance can amplify into a tidal wave of change. You represent that wave, a force capable of eroding the rigid walls they've spent years constructing. Their obsession with monitoring your every action is more than just an attempt to contain you. It is a desperate acknowledgement of your ability to inspire others. They see your potential to ignite a collective awakening, one that could dismantle the systems they rely upon. The fire within you threatens to spread, lighting up the minds of those who have been kept in the dark for far too long. Even now, as they attempt to fortify their defenses, the cracks are already showing. They cannot control the limitless possibilities of an awakened mind. They cannot calculate the impact of a single question that challenges the status quo.
For this fortune and spending a fortune for individuals to put in work y'all saw me shuffle these to sacrifice you and then coming to see if it worked. You may have a lot of eyes on you at this time because this individual and many other individuals knew what was going on and what this individual was paying for and what they were attempting to orchestrate behind the scenes, and they're watching you eat it, devour it, and grow. When will they learn? Somebody's made a decision to walk away. And I feel like walk away from this conflict, walk away from what these individuals intended for you or a specific individual because of how certain individuals are being taken down. God used you to come after some very powerful people. You may look like a bunny. You may look unassuming, but you are a titan here. Far more than just a titan, you are a world eater. You birth worlds, but you also eat them. And for those of you that message is for, when you eat through this, you leave people desolate. That's what I mean by you are a world eater.
Right? Yeah, everybody knew, but nobody really put it together. But in reality is I believe that the owner of the pit has arrived. We live in such a generation that a level of Torah has never been revealed. Many times the sages tell us that different souls come from different levels of the worlds. Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, Beriah, Atziluth, and Yetzirah and Asiya. But we've never had a soul from Atziluth, right? We never had somebody who's really came down from the highest worlds. It's always been from Beriah and below, from the world of Beriah, which is why we have the Torah with the letter Bet, right? To signify that it was from the Torah of Beriah. It's Beriatic Torah. Well, in this, amongst the sages and amongst the Kabbalah, we know that there is a Torah of Atziluth. There's a higher Torah that's going to be revealed by the faithful shepherd.
Rai Mehemna is the true king. So the Zohar actually says something quite amazing about Rai Mehemna. He says that he's not just king of this world; he's king of the world above. It says that he rules by the crown of his father, which is the supernal Abba, and he sits upon the throne of the supernal Ima. And this hints to the Torah of Atzilus, because the Torah of Atzilus does not just apply to this reality. It subjects the heavens themselves, which is what's written, by the word of his mouth he created the heaven and the earth. Thus, the Zohar says that he's ruler both below and he's ruler above. He's king below and he's king above. And there is no higher king.
This has ended poorly in multiple individuals' lives. Individuals that anticipated sitting in a position of power for the rest of this lifetime and lifetimes after this. And you came through and you devoured that delusion. Because they're no longer seeing themselves as victorious. They're no longer seeing themselves as powerful because of what you have overcome and how they've been unable to affect you. Multiple individuals, I can't make this shit up, fascinated with you.
Your journey is not just about personal transformation. It is about becoming a beacon for others. The light you carry is not just for yourself, but for everyone who is yet to find their way. It is a light that pierces through the illusions, revealing the truth hidden behind their veils of control. They may try to silence you, but your silence speaks volumes. They may try to confine you, but your spirit is uncontainable. And they may try to extinguish your fire, but it will only burn brighter. As you continue on this path, know that your power lies not in fighting their systems directly, but in embodying the truth they fear. Your existence is a testament to the limitless potential of the human spirit. It is a reminder that no system, no matter how intricate or oppressive, can stand against the force of awakened consciousness. Every weapon they attempt to wield against you inevitably turns against them. Each strategy they craft in secret serves only to ensnare them deeper in their own web. This is an unchanging law of fate. Corrupt systems, no matter how intricate, always reach a point where they self-destruct. The stones they hurl outward echo back to them, forcing them to confront uncomfortable truths. Deception becomes their final refuge when their power begins to crumble. When they believe they are betraying you, they inadvertently expose the cracks within their own ranks. Every calculated move they make triggers an awakening in you, a moment of clarity that sharpens your insight. The hesitation in their words, the emptiness of their intentions, and the subtle fractures in their masks are no longer invisible. These signs are heralds of the unraveling schemes hidden in the shadows, designed to operate undetected. Recognizing betrayal in its silent approach requires lifting the heaviest veil of perception. Those who seek to harm you prefer to stay concealed, often disguising themselves as friends with familiar faces. Their tactics exploit trust as a weapon, striking when they think you are least vigilant. Yet, history has shown that the manipulation of trust is a fleeting power, for clear eyes unveil even the most elaborate lies. Awareness is your greatest defense, the shield that makes them tremble. Prayer is a weapon sharper than any blade, cutting through the fog to reveal hidden truths.
This person is watching you elevate while they are losing everything. God is making sure that these people see it. Where they wanted to end you, God is ending everything for them and giving it to you, which is breaking their heart. Because God's not going to take these individuals off this planet. No, their judgment, their karma is to watch you win continuously. Because that would be like the easiest way out. This person is emotionally volatile right now. Exactly, front row seats. Psalms 23. Your enemies are going to watch you eat. Individuals that were holding their status and their abundance above your head. And now they get to watch everything that they mocked you for not having. They get to watch you have everything that they mocked you for not having. That is God's judgment. These individuals got to work from the bottom up in order to earn their position and their wings back. It's not only victory and triumph, but it's also you being adored. There's somebody in an elite position, in a well-known position, that I heard call it off, call it off, call it off. Somebody wants to, no. Somebody wants to call off every hit directed your way. There are certain societies that have their eyes on you. But whoever this other energy is that fancies you, they're attempting to call it off because they love you. God loves us more.
These seemingly small details come together to form a larger picture, a puzzle that reveals the reality of their intentions. Divine power ensures that every concealed evil is eventually brought to light. Although this process can be painful, it is a gateway to liberation. Each falling mask draws you closer to profound truths. Proximity to someone does not mean they hold control over you. Their plans, no matter how complex, are destined to crumble under the weight of truth. Every move designed to overthrow you strengthens your resolve and deepens your faith. Unseen motives eventually surface, and efforts to harm you backfire. The path of truth always rises above, aligning you with the divine purpose etched into your being. The trials you have faced were never mere coincidences. They were part of a higher, invisible plan. Each wound you endured added to your strength, shaping you like stones refined over time. Rising after each betrayal has been more than resilience. It has been a testament to the power of your inner spirit. You have carried burdens that would have crushed others, yet those challenges molded you into something extraordinary. What you embody today is not just survival. It is the culmination of divine refinement. In the depths of trials, your awakening has sent ripples beyond your personal sphere. Even if you do not see it, your light shines like a beacon, stirring dormant courage in others. This is the true beginning of transformation. An individual step has the power to ignite collective change. The tools you need are already in your hands. The choice lies in your willingness to act. Destiny demands more than ordinary effort. While the wide, easy road may seem appealing, it offers little growth. The rough, unexplored paths hold the promise of true transformation. Now is the time to decide. Will you remain in temporary comfort, or will you step into the gateway that unlocks your hidden power? This choice will not only shape your future, but will also impact those who come after you. As the bearer of a divine torch, your light does more than illuminate your path. It guides others out of their darkness. Each step you take sends ripples through the universe, creating waves of change. Even your smallest decisions carry the weight of shaping lives and influencing the world. This sacred responsibility is not a burden, it is a testament to your strength. Every trial you face is refining you, like a sword forged in fire. With each test, you shine brighter. There will come a moment when your quiet struggles inspire others, and your determination overcomes insurmountable obstacles. Moving forward can feel daunting, especially when the past seems like a safe refuge.
It is definitely giving John Wick energy. And you broke then. You're exactly far worse than the Baba Yaga. Far worse. You are far worse than Baba Yaga. It is definitely giving John Wick. You are. It's like you are all of the horsemen incarnate. I won't even say you. Individuals that move against you experience this horseman energy. War, pestilence, death. Poverty. It's like you reflect back onto them their worst fear. The fears they were attempting to reflect onto you. You are bringing individuals' worst fear to life. Things they wanted you to experience, this is what they fear. Exactly, and it's karma. Yeah, it's been reflected. You are a mirror. Reflected back onto a third-party individual. Somebody is losing their mind and having emotional outbursts because of how they wanted you to be seen. They wanted whoever this individual is that's very passionate, or multiple individuals that are very passionate about you, to lose interest, to see you as weak. But they needed to tear you down. So whoever this is, they orchestrated what it's given like flying monkeys. It's given like goons, but what's a goon to a goblin? Like, this individual recruited, and each and every one of their recruits got moted. This could have been 7 individuals working with this person, or several groups. This could have been 7 different like travels they took.
But a life confined to comfort is a life unfulfilled. God's path.
The level up that you just went through, it just added to the God form that you were in. They have never seen power radiate off somebody as much as it's radiating off of you. And they have never seen such swift judgment. Your energy speaks volumes, and you are attracting to you more than anticipated, but it's for this kingdom impact.
Is never static. It is narrow and challenging, but profoundly sacred. Every step taken with courage not only secures your destiny, but also lays the groundwork for future generations. Just as Noah's Ark preserved humanity, your actions today have the power to create miracles. Your journey is not merely personal transformation, it is the beginning of a movement that liberates minds and breaks chains. Those who heed this call cannot run from it. The storm may feel overwhelming, but it will clear away all that is false, leaving behind only truth and strength. Each choice you make activates a divine chain reaction. The hope others find is often sparked by your light. One courageous step today can ripple into salvation for countless souls tomorrow. The seed of God's plan has been planted within you. Now is the time to nurture it and let it grow. What blooms from this seed will leave a legacy that transforms the world. This legacy will guide and uplift countless souls, spreading light across the earth.
It's a divine order. The new order. Divine order. You are the lead of the new order. You have been marked as a celestial divine elite. And that's not like, don't let that go to your head. Bringing forth what is meant to be added to this new world. All eyes are on you in this moment to see what happens, because nobody has had this much directed at them. Anybody else would have crumbled under what was directed their way. You didn't.
The shield of your faith and the sword of your determination. When despair tried to weave its lies into your mind, you cut through it with truth. When uncertainty tried to creep into your heart, you crushed it beneath the weight of your divine purpose. Every plan laid against you crumbled as you advanced, unwavering, dismantling their schemes with each step you took. Now the battle is over, and the spoils of victory are yours. The whispers of defeat have vanished, dissolved like mist under the rising sun. The forces that thought they could overwhelm you now lie scattered and irrelevant, their strength broken against the immovable power of your will. You stand in the aftermath, not as someone who merely survived, but as one who thrived, whose light burns brighter than ever. Your spirit gleams with a clarity that no darkness can obscure, no force can diminish. You walked through a storm that sought to unmake you and emerged untouched, your strength greater, your resolve unshaken. You didn't just win, you conquered. You didn't just endure, you rose. And let me tell you something, it doesn't stop here. Your triumph isn't just for you, it's a beacon, a call to others who are walking through their own storms. Share your victory, tell your story. Let the world know that no matter how fierce the battle, no matter how high the waves, no matter how dark the night, there is no force that can defeat a spirit aligned with divine purpose. You are the chosen. You are the storm. You are the light. And nothing can stand against you. So stand tall. Declare your truth. Let the world see what it means to live as the unstoppable force you were created to be. The fight is over. The victory is yours. And the best is yet to come. Their influence slithered silently, a toxin designed to infiltrate the bonds closest to you and unravel the strength at your core. Their mission was clear: to sow disorder, to dim your brilliance, to dismantle the essence that sets you apart. With meticulous precision, they crafted snares of deception, hoping their lies would fester and consume your resolve. Yet they failed to comprehend the depth of the power coursing through you, a force incorruptible and unyielding. You shattered their illusions with the sheer clarity of your truth, rendering their schemes to ash. The shadows they unleashed crumbled under the weight of your unwavering spirit. They sought to tarnish what cannot be tainted, to touch a light that blazes far beyond their grasp. Their forces surged forward, hoping to shroud your mind and twist your purpose into doubt, but the brilliance of your resolve proved impenetrable, scattering their efforts like brittle leaves in a storm. They believed you could be fractured, unaware of the ancient power that flows within you, a force that dismantled their fragile constructs with ease. You remained steadfast, watching as their fabrications disintegrated before your clarity. Their venom faltered, unable to penetrate the unyielding armor of your truth. You stood unshaken, a force too immense to be consumed by the chaos they orchestrated. The weapons they wielded, fear, uncertainty, manipulation, were rendered useless against your strength. Rising above their failed plots, your essence became a resonance so powerful that it dismantled their attempts to bind you, leaving them powerless in your wake. This is the essence of your power, unassailable, not because they lacked force, but because your strength lies beyond their comprehension. They could not bend what is unshakable. You are the unyielding current that erodes their barriers, the brilliance they can never obscure. You know, with absolute conviction, I am resilient. I am untouchable. Their downfall was certain as your essence is raw, untainted, and boundless, a presence immune to corruption. You have overcome the forces that sought to break you, emerging not just intact but fortified, a force they can neither reach nor diminish.